So the other day I was scrolling through YouTube.
Boring. This looks interesting. I'll give this one a go.
When I came across a video titled The Death of Teen Dystopian Era. So I thought this sounds interesting and gave it a watch. Got to say, the video was amazing. Nathan Zed did a wonderful job. I'll leave a link in the description for you guys to check out that video after this. But anyway, in the video he explains how in the early 2010s teen dystopian films like The Hunger Games and Maze Runner were absolutely kings at the box office. And yet today, in less than 10 years, this genre has become completely obsolete.
What? That's mad!
And that got me thinking about the current kings of the box office, superhero films. And more specifically, Marvel. And I thought, could this same thing happen to Marvel? Will there be a day where Marvel doesn't have the crown and becomes a was? Well, let's explore that today. Back in 2008, if you said to someone this new Marvel film Iron Man would lead to Marvel becoming a massive cinematic and TV universe that everyone wants to watch, they probably wouldn't believe you. But it did. By the time Endgame came out, it was no surprise it became the box office record holder. Well, was till Avatar cheated the system. The real box office record holder is Endgame though, and we all know that. And since Endgame, the hype for Marvel TV shows and movies has only heightened. I mean, it's one of the main reasons why so many people are Disney Plus members. But can this last? In life, everything comes in cycles and everything has a lifespan. Think about mobile phones. At one time, everyone had or wanted the latest Nokia. Side note, Snake on a Nokia was a different gear. And now Nokia is non-existent and it wasn't really their fault. Another phone company that was on top of the world was BlackBerry. BlackBerry had the business world on strings and celebrities on board, and that led to the public, well, loving them. I mean, Wagwan Pifting, what's your BBM pin became a pickup line. BBM was WhatsApp before WhatsApp was. But today, does anyone use a BlackBerry? Absolutely not. And unlike Nokia, BlackBerry were their own downfall. BlackBerry became so obsessed with their security for their phones that their operating system became super limited and consumers went to phones who could provide apps like Apple and Android. And that led to BlackBerry falling from the top to the bottom in an instance. Getting back to Marvel, for me, I feel like the only way Marvel can fall from the top is if they do it to themselves, like BlackBerry, because this saturation of superhero movies and TV shows, even from other companies like DC and Amazon's The Boys, has only seemed to heighten the want for more. Now, it's all great me talking about phones, but let's get to a more industry-specific example, where a show or movie destroyed themselves, and one comes to mind: Game of Thrones. This show was amazing. Let me emphasize the was. Game of Thrones for the first 6 seasons was some of the best TV you can ever watch. And I mean that. I loved the show. The story was great, the acting was amazing, the special effects were great, there were characters you rooted for like Tyrion, and characters you hated, and I mean hated, like Joffrey. There was hardly a soul who hated the show. And if you didn't watch the show, how many people would tell you that you needed to watch it? Too many! Yet today, Game of Thrones isn't recommended very often. Season 7 was very good but felt a bit rushed, but Season 8, well, what can you say other than it ran off a cliff?
Ah, there goes our legacy.
One terrible season destroyed Game of Thrones' legendary status, and any legacy it has vanished into thin air. I mean, did you guys know Game of Thrones celebrated its 10th anniversary since the show started? No. Neither did I, because no one cares about this once great show. It's crazy to me how one bad season destroyed something as big as Game of Thrones, and yet this could happen to Marvel. Since Endgame, Disney and Marvel have really wanted to step up the franchise with lots of big blockbuster movies and TV shows scheduled for the MCU. And if it wasn't for the pandemic, we might have seen a few more shows and a new Marvel movie already. But in the next few years, the cinemas and streaming services will be showing lots of Marvel films for us to get excited about and watch. And if they are successful, you can guarantee that the money monopoly of Disney will love to make a lot more. But with this brings me a worry. The phrase sometimes less is more comes to mind. The MCU is incredible. For me, I would have been quite happy if after Endgame they stopped it. It would have been a perfect ending. Nothing could ruin it. Now don't get me wrong, I have loved the new Marvel films and TV shows since Endgame, especially Spider-Man Far From Home. But the more they add, the harder it will be to keep it at an amazing level as it currently is. And I don't want to see the MCU become like Game of Thrones. It would only take a few bad films in a row and that could easily become a reality. And just like Game of Thrones and teen dystopian films, the MCU could become a was. But what do you guys think? Will Marvel keep at the top? And will Marvel have a legacy, or will it fall so hard like Game of Thrones that it becomes almost forgotten? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. This was a bit different from our normal videos, but if you liked what you saw, make sure you show it some love and press that like button. If you're new to the channel, why not hit that subscribe button for more theories, reviews, tier lists, top 10s and much more every Tuesday and Friday, and join us on Sundays for our Then and Now Sundays. So you're going to want to click that subscribe button. If you're already subscribed and mint like that, why not also click that bell button so you never miss a new video. And if you still need more content, then make sure you check out our other channel, Got Reacts, where we do daily reaction videos. Link in the description. There is also a link in the description to our new channel, Got Sports, so if sports is your thing, make sure you also check that out. But anyway, I've been Lewis, you've been watching Gate of Theories. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on Sunday for a brand new Then and Now Sunday. Thanks for watching, guys!
Just